Well, we're talking about how you're here at the PRI Show in Indy and all these great drivers come up. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Johnson, pro motorcycle racer from the NHRA. How are you, man?
So cool. We look forward to coming to this race. Actually, an event, but it's actually a race because you only have 3 days, and I could spend a week here. But it's absolutely a blast to be here.
What's it like to see this back after being off for a year? The enthusiasm, all the turnout, and everything.
We have the coolest industry because our relationships are so deep, and if they're not, it's only because you haven't learned a little bit about it, because everybody's connected through some way, and it's I'm a people person, so it's a lot of fun to come here to meet new people, and when you can connect that with a passion, have relationships and a passion, and it helps your business. It's nice to pay your bills. It's a great thing. How
long have you been racing? You're from Los Angeles, right?
From Los Angeles. Started in Los Angeles you get a learner's permit. At 15 and a half, you can drive a car with your mom, but you can ride a motorcycle by yourself. So you can put gas in it and drive over to old girl's house and have some fun. And so Larry Dixon and I were tight best friends, and so we grew up there.
Oh, okay.
And just lots of fun, and we street raced. So that goes through its path. You see people having problems and crashing. So then we discovered NHRA, and so 32 years later, I'm still racing. So
why the motorcycle? I'm just going to be sorry to answer that. Everybody else gets in cars, roll cages, safety features. You're insane.
Yeah.
You get out there on the motorcycle, you lay yourself down and wobble. Why the motorcycle?
The motorcycle was simple because I was a dirt bike guy, and you could, back when everybody was street racing, you get a motorcycle and you can go 10 seconds on a motorcycle in a quarter of a mile for about $1,000. So I'm somewhat of a frugal guy, and it's still, our engines are $50,000 now, so the motorcycle and an engine's probably close to $100,000. We have our own facility in Birmingham, Alabama now, but I'm still frugal.
Well, you gotta be.
You gotta be. In our sport, I've enjoyed some incredible sponsors, and we have an initiative to engage young people in skilled trades, and we do a lot of events at high schools and tech schools. So, like my hat, it's
it says my career started in auto shop.
My career started in auto shop.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, Mr. Barrett, but there's so many other things that we can do as motorsports enthusiasts to engage society in our passion, and it can generate dollars for them, whether you're educating students or young people, or helping them with manufacturing and connecting dots with vendors, or just trying to show your company is involved with performance and winning on the racetrack. So all of those things together is fun for me, but the initiative is what I'm really passionate about. So
I'm going to ask you what I have every drag racer. Of these three, which is your favorite? The burnout, the tree, or when the chute comes out?
Oh, well, they haven't actually put a chute on us yet. There's one guy that thinks that we should have them. We don't need them, but I'll tell you that burnout is bad. It's bad to the bone, man. But when you leave the starting line at 10,000 RPM, our engine's revved to 14,000 RPM, and it accelerates 0 to 60 miles an hour in 1 second. The front wheel's in the air. And here's my question for you. How do you steer the motorcycle when the front wheel's in the air?
Yeah. I don't know.
That's a good answer. You push on, so if it's going to the right, you push on your left foot peg, and it puts weight,
and
it brings it back.
Okay.
So that's how you steer a pro stock motorcycle, or the really fast bikes that are carrying the front wheel all the way to the quarter mile. So that's it's kind of an interesting little tip, but it's another. I didn't learn that here at the trade show. I learned that from Frank Hawley's drag racing school. George Bryce teaches that. So our world is so filled with education, and if you're closed-minded on that, you kind of stumble. But there's the education process is here at PRI, and if you didn't make it to PRI, all you have to do is open your door, or maybe even look in the mirror, and you'll learn about education.
So now you told me last night. I met you last night.
Yes.
You said you're a people person. We have a mutual friend, Mike Wallace, NASCAR driver, and we took this funny picture. We took this funny picture, me and Kevin. So what we did is we took, remember this last time? So we took the picture, it was your idea, like, let me be in the background, like, I'm just kind of there. Photobombed, and we took it, and we sent it to Mike, and Mike goes, oh, that's Steve Johnson behind you. And so I tell him, and I go, who? And I got the full explanation of who you were. And so Mike goes, okay, you guys got me. He goes, I figured that was staged. So for you to have friends like you do all across different forms of motorsports, what's that like for you? You know, it's got to be great. Your career is taking you so many places.
Yeah, I'm very blessed, and I'm learning what that actually means. Some people just say it. I feel blessed to wake up and have a relationship. So I think relationships and education. I'm not married yet, no kids yet, but I think just to be a people person, and my initiative is to again help young people with skilled trades. But it's also to be a fantastic human being, and that's probably corny at a motorsport event, but there's such an opportunity within you to glow and to be happy all the time when you have that kind of an initiative. And so meeting all these people, whether I just met somebody that says, hey, I saw you racing, and I'm like, I asked what he was doing, and he talked about welding, and I was fascinated. So we exchanged cards. So we'll probably become long lost friends, but it's just really cool to meet all the people in our industry.
Very good. I met you last night, and we exchanged numbers. Now you have a new fan and a friend. We played a game last night. Who's the coolest contact in your cell phone?
Oh, yes.
What was your answer?
Well, I talked about his name's Jim Gennard. He's kind of undercover, but he's the guy that started Oakley, and now he has a company called Red. I actually don't have his phone number in my
okay.
phone. I email with him,
okay,
but
I
was trying to keep up with the Joneses, man. That's what you do in motorsports.
So I trumped them. I said Evel Knievel, and they were all like, "No, you win, you
when
win."
When he said, you know, guys are guys, right?
Sure.
So you'll be at the club, the bar, whatever, and it's like, I got a bigger story. When he said Evel Knievel, we all said, "Damn, that is cool."
Yeah, you can't call him now. It's been 14 years, but yeah, it was good. Hey, you know what? I love your enthusiasm. You made a new fan and a friend here.
Oh,
Continue
cool.
success, and I'll be watching. Thank you very much.
Take care of. Thank you so much for saying that. I've got a new fan and a new friend in you as well, Kevin as well. Fight to be happy every day.
Exactly.
Dig hard to put on a smile. It's so easy. And all of a sudden it starts manifesting a whole bunch of great stuff. If you're not happy about something, it's a behavior. Change the behavior and you'll have a fantastic attitude.
So the world needs more of this guy right here. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Right. Subscribe, and subscribe. That's all we ask. Click the button. It's really easy. We're doing all the hard work. You just have to say subscribe. Okay? Thanks. We'll be back with more.